Let's do this.
Hi guys, welcome back to Reality. I'm Danny.
And I'm Danielle, and today we're going to be doing an update on Summer Wells and the interview that
The interview room.
Yeah, the interview room did with her mother, Candace Wells, and they showed the house and stuff, and it just was sad. It really broke my heart.
Yeah. I want to thank Chris McDonough for doing these interviews. I think that they really helped a lot of people that were speculating and different things like that. I think they helped a lot of people kind of see clearer.
I hope so. Some of them I don't believe.
Yeah. We'll talk a little bit about that too.
Stop with all the speculation. It's just hindering the investigation.
It's awful. Here's we're going to play. He has two interviews, one with her at the swimming hole, and then he has one with her at the house where she actually takes him into the house and shows him like where Summer slept and everything else. So we're going to start with the first one, and we will pause as we need to comment.
Needed.
Yeah.
Some woman made this shirt for me. I'm not sure exactly what her name is.
And tell me the significance of this shirt. Why is it so important?
Because my daughter loved Paw Patrol.
Okay.
Aww.
Yeah, she did Paw Patrol. What else? Princesses.
Ponies, and she loved Frozen. Then she started with they're little animals, but I'm not sure what they are. And they got big eyeballs.
You know, I have to say this one thing. People are all harping on them about past tense, but if my child had been missing for 6 weeks, I probably wouldn't be using present tense anymore either.
I know, it's sad that, I mean, your mind is going to go to, it's just that's a parent.
You always go to the worst place.
Yeah.
Period. Yeah. And it just breaks my heart that they're getting all this harassment.
I know. I feel horrible for her. I mean, let the woman, deal with the fact that she's falling apart with.
Let her grieve and try and find her daughter.
Right. Peace. And then they took the boys out of the home. So, and I mean, I will say, Chris, you did say one thing that kind of upset me was you said the TV was on and you insinuated that someone may have been there before you got there for the interview. Now, any parent will tell you, I know I can tell you, if I have 4 kids normally in my house,
the TV's always on.
Well, not only that, but you take those 4 kids out of my home and leave me there by myself, I'm going to want background noise.
Oh, well, yeah, that too. There's always a TV on in our house. And even if we're not in the room, there's a TV on somewhere.
I know. We even leave our TV on for our dogs.
Yeah. I used to for Olivia. Olivia's favorite show was Days of Our Lives.
That's funny. I put like the dog show on and stuff for them. All right, here we go.
Like they got like the big eyes, that kind of thing.
Yeah, they got the big eyes.
Yeah.
She likes bracelets and jewelry, and she's just a round girl.
Yeah. So let's take me back to that day when y'all were here swimming. Okay. You okay with that? Okay. So let's walk me down. Is this where you parked?
Yeah, this is where I park. I park here all the time.
All the time. And now, do you come here a lot?
I used to come here a lot. Yeah.
And do you bring the kids here?
I'd bring the kids here all the time, and they'd either fish or swim.
Okay.
Whichever.
Right.
It's
free entertainment.
Right.
So it's away from. I don't like to have the kids around a bunch of other kids because of all the sickness and stuff that's been going around. Different kids and stuff like that.
Yep.
So this was more secluded, private kind of thing, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. That makes sense.
More of
We used to go to the park all the time and go by water, fish, and walk over the bridge.
Yeah.
Waterfall thing.
And when you guys got here, who was with you? There's a lot of rumors
my
about.
My mother was with me.
Yep.
And my daughter.
Yep.
Like there was a stone wall type thing that was thinner,
now,
and water would be falling over the top of it, and we would walk across it barefoot all the time.
Right. We had a creek nearby too. I'll never forget. We were walking home from the creek, soaking wet one day, and some guy was sitting on his porch, of course, when we were kids, and he told us that the creek water caused polio.
Oh, Lord.
And my sister and I were so scared.
Oh, my gosh. You went running home.
We were. Here we go. Guys, there is also an interview with the boy that went with her to the swimming hole. Chris did a 2 or 3 part interview with him and his mom and grandma as well. I linked that down in the description so you can find that there.
About the dynamics of what everybody was doing. Who was doing what when you first got here? What happened?
I got out of the car.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
First, and then I opened the back door because my mom's got a double door on her truck.
Right.
So I opened the back door and I let her and Hunter out.
Okay.
And Summer's first thing is to run to the water, of course.
Right.
And I was like, Summer, just wait. Let me get my stuff and I'll walk over there with you. And she waited for me, and I don't know, Hunter went off into the woods somewhere. I don't know.
Now, where was Summer sitting?
She was sitting in the middle seat.
Okay.
Hunter was sitting on the end.
Okay.
And my mom said, hold on a minute, so we waited for my mom to get out.
Okay.
And Hunter, he just done disappeared into the woods. I don't know where he went.
Okay. Okay.
And me and my mom and Summer walked over there, and we were just letting Summer play, and then Hunter eventually come back out of the woods wherever he was.
Okay.
And
so let's walk over there. Show me.
So are you getting the feeling that she's being truthful?
Oh, yeah.
I will say, guys, if I do suggest you go back and you watch the interview that he did with the boy. The whole interview, I just got like a gut-wrenching feeling that he was lying. I feel like his mom, for some reason, it's probably to get, 15 minutes of fame, but I feel like for some reason his mom has, his mind twisted as far as details and everything. I don't know. I got the feeling he was lying. And you know how I feel about speculations and everything. So I don't want to put that on him. I don't know for sure, it's not fact or anything. It's just my opinion, but I don't feel like Candace is lying.
No, I don't either.
And he did say at one point they had to turn off filming because she broke down crying, and he did feel that it was genuine.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I can't get over how it would feel to, have your daughter missing, have your other 3 kids taken away, and then you're also being hated by all of the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just follow you, okay?
No.
I'll follow you on which direction. And
everything's slow motion now.
I know. So which direction does Hunter go?
He went that way.
He went that way. Now, was he in a bathing suit?
No, I think he just had his shorts and his shirt on.
Okay. And Summer, was she in her bathing suit?
Yes.
And how did she get in her bathing suit? Or?
I actually put her bathing suit on before we left home because it was really hot out that day.
Okay.
So it was just something small and thin, not so hot.
Okay.
Because I know how she gets too hot.
Okay. And what was the temperature that day? Give me an idea.
Probably in the 80s.
Okay. So is Tennessee warm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it is now.
And are you an air conditioned person, or in your mom's truck was the AC on? Or
I don't like AC.
There's a little boy just walking back there.
So what happened? Where do you guys go, and where's Summer going here?
We all walked down this path, me, my mom, and Summer.
All right. So all 3 of you together.
Yeah.
Now, how does Mom's knee handle this hill here?
Well, she uses her cane, so it's a little bit easier, and she'll hold on to my shoulder. So.
Okay.
she doesn't fall or nothing.
So you're kind of escorting her down here.
Yeah.
And is Summer ahead of you or behind
She's
you?
right here in front of me.
Okay. So walk me through that.
Oh, we're just walking down through here. I mean,
He's like, well, dude, we're just walking down here like I'm telling you. Come on now.
Okay.
What else is there to do?
I was just standing here at the end of the... Well, the water's up a lot further than it usually is. Usually it's down.
Oh,
You can usually see all that wood sticking up out of the water. And she was just playing right here.
And what time do you get here about, if you remember?
I couldn't even tell you, to be honest with you. Time is... I don't keep track of time.
No, I understand.
I mean, I get up in the morning, I do my thing with the kids.
Time is
and then we go to
irrelevant when
bed.
you're a mother, unless you have an appointment.
I can't even tell you. I know I went to the hospital at 8 with my mom, dropped her off, and I was sitting there, and Hunter called me and asked me what I was doing. I said I was sitting at the hospital in the parking lot waiting on my mom to get done. And he said, well, why don't y'all come over? I said, well, as long as your mom says it's okay. And I guess he woke her up or said something to her, and he said, yeah, she said it's fine for a little bit, because I guess his grandma was coming over or something. She don't like her. But I don't like her either. So.
Okay.
That's true.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, seems like you guys have had a falling out. There's no question about that.
Yeah.
And,
It was stupid part on Al, really honest.
what was it over?
Well, I don't know if it was her husband or Hunter's, I'm just going to say Hunter's daddy. Come out with all these guys and stuff, and we're supposed to move down here. And they couldn't find a place to stay or whatever. Well, I don't really remember what this guy's name was. I know he's a Mexican, I think. And she
that Jose guy?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, she wanted him to stay. And she was also staying at my house.
Okay.
So I said, well, if you're going to be with him, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. That's y'all's deal. And I don't know, they...
But I ain't got room in my house for
I
y'all.
didn't really pay attention to them. I just hung out with the kids and my mom. And then one day he just goes, I like chicks with dicks. Mm-hmm. After him and her did whatever. And she got all pissed off and just said, told on, take me and my kids back to my place. I'm out.
Another thing is you have to admit, she just says it. Like, you know what I mean? She doesn't.
Oh, yeah. I like her.
Yeah. Well, she's not.
She's very blunt.
Yes. Almost like, I don't know, just you can tell they haven't grown up in social settings so much or something. I don't know what it is, but she just says whatever she is thinking. So I don't think she would be that great of a liar. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can be wrong, of course.
Mm-hmm. So I don't even know what really happened.
Okay.
She just went off the handle. And ever since that, she's just been hateful towards me. And I don't know. I don't get it. Okay. I really wish I could understand it.
Okay.
And she stuck me with that guy. And then my husband got home. He's like, well, who's this guy, And I'm like, Allie left him here, abandoned him here. I was like, he ain't got no place to go. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then my mom took him after my husband and him got into a little squirrel. My mom took him, I believe it was to North Carolina to some chick's house.
This has nothing to do. We can skip this part. This don't have anything to do with it.
So your mom drove him up there?
Yeah, my mom did.
Okay.
Something was in the water,
sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's
sure.
my thing.
Okay.
And she's just playing, like a normal kid would play in the water. And then Hunter came from wherever he was and come down here and was standing here. I don't want to get all wet, but
yeah.
He was like standing here and someone was out a little bit further than pretty far apart from like me and your wife is.
Okay. Is that the TikTok video you took?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can see how far they were apart.
Yeah, I can see it, right.
And with him sitting there saying that she fell on a rock, there's no rock. Where do you see a rock?
Right. Yeah, the only rocks I saw were right over here.
I don't know. I don't know if he is. I just feel like
they're way over there, and I'm right here.
Okay. So this is where...
I feel like... I don't know. I don't want to speculate.
Yeah, we'll just leave it.
She is, though.
Yeah, this is where she is right here.
Okay. You can click anywhere on the screen to pause and unpause.
She's jumping around, splashing, having a good time. Just like Summer would always do.
Okay.
I mean, that's how all my kids are.
Okay.
they just splash around and have a good time.
Does she go underwater at any time that you see?
Oh, she just dips her head in, but sticks it right back up. I mean, it was only up to here at the time.
Where did this idea of under the water?
From the freaking content creators making up bull
just
crap.
blew my mind when I heard that. I was like, she didn't even go into because when she was playing in the water, I was literally taking the TikTok video just to watch, and I did different things because that's how TikTok is. You can do different things with them.
Right.
And I was just taking TikTok video and he come up out of there somewhere and I was like, just flaps around and then he threw up gang signs.
What is that?
Do you know them?
No, I have no idea who that is.
Okay.
And then he started throwing up gang signs and I'm like, so I moved it back away from him as quick as I could and I was videoing them flowers and then back at Summer again real quick. And then he decided to get in the water right there. And he went like this with the water a couple times. I told him, please stop that. She don't like to be splashed.
Okay.
And so he quit, got out. And I said, come on, Summer, we got to go get Grandma's prescription. And we just got back in the truck and left.
Okay, so a lot has been said about the tea thing, right? And there's Can over there and stuff. Now, I asked Hunter,
when we come down
tell me
here,
the story on that.
This place was littered in trash.
Okay.
It was all trash down here. Like, them teas were all over through there, all through everywhere.
Okay.
There was flowers that my mom wanted to pick from here, and I said, Mom, you better not do that. It's a state park. You get in trouble for that if you get caught.
Okay.
I'm not getting caught for that.
Okay.
And I told her that, and we just walked on back to the truck. But I don't know where that iced tea coming from. I know that I did buy an iced tea from the smoke shop in town, but I bought that iced tea from my mother.
Okay.
And if she was here today, she would tell you that.
Right.
And the vapes that I bought were nicotine vapes from the hippie house.
Next door.
Right, next door.
Okay.
Well, no, they're kind of, one's further down by the mall. The smoke shop's further down by the mall where I got the iced tea. And the hippie house is just right over here before you cross over the bridge.
Got it. Okay, so the smoke shop where you bought the
we went to the hospital,
right,
and picked up my mom,
right,
and then we stopped at the smoke shop and I got Mom that twisted tea that she wanted, and then I stopped at the hippie house and got me some smoked nicotine vapes is what I got.
Okay. What flavor?
I think they were Skittles.
Okay.
Because that's kind of like.
That's not nicotine.
They actually taste like Skittles.
Okay.
No, it's not. I was wondering.
Anyway.
I was wondering the same thing when she said that.
Oh, Skittles.
But I mean,
I guess they could have a nicotine flavor in that. I don't know.
Yeah, but I thought you're not allowed to get flavors, or you can get them at the vape shop.
Any flavors they had already made before they stopped letting them make new flavors, you can get. You just can't get any new mixtures.
See, here you can't. You can only get tobacco flavor here.
Even at your vape shops?
Yeah. Well, no, I don't know about the vape shops, but I know
at the gas stations. Yeah, at the gas stations, you can only get tobacco or menthol. But at the actual vape shops, any flavors they had already concocted before they stopped letting them do it, they're allowed to still sell.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So maybe her vape shop makes a Skittles. I don't know.
Right. Because, I know the vape shop here, they had, a whole menu of stuff they made.
Yeah.
And then we left from there and we went straight down to Walgreens and went to the drive-thru. But after we were done at the hippie house, I think we bought 3 of them, I think.
I don't even think that it's recreational or medically legal where she's at, so it had to be nicotine.
Right.
And he asked for one. I said, no, you can't have none.
Did he take one?
I don't know.
Okay.
Now, I will say people are, speculating over this too. We don't know if he took a twisted tea, if she gave him the twisted tea or whatever, but I could see where that part of the story could, she could be lying or, exaggerating or whatever, just because she might think that she will get into trouble. But I don't think they're worrying about that right now. I think they're worrying more about finding her daughter than, bringing charges on her for giving an underage kid a drink.
I want to say something real quick. There's no way it had to have been tobacco where she went, because in Tennessee, marijuana is still completely illegal with the medical use of marijuana banned and the use of the drug still a crime. So she couldn't even get it medically with a medical card in her state if she wanted to. So.
I'm Scott, I don't know.
Okay.
But then we went to the Walgreens and dropped off Mom's prescription. I said, well, if we got to wait 30 minutes, why don't we just bring Summer down here and let her play for a little bit?
Okay.
And that's what we did.
Okay.
I mean, there was nothing. I honestly didn't see him. There's nothing down here. I don't know what are you talking about. I really don't.
All right. So it's your word against his, basically.
Pretty much.
Okay. On this scenario right here. Okay. So from here, where do you guys go?
Walgreens. You can pick up my mom's prescription.
Okay. Is that the Walgreens right down at the edge?
Right straight across.
It's the one that I showed the other day that it's right down here?
Yeah. When we turned to come down here, it's right down the corner.
Okay. And you get Mom's prescription.
Yep.
Then what happens?
Then I told Mom, I said, why don't we get a Sonic?
Okay.
Because it's hot out.
Right.
So we drove in there, got a Sonic.
Right across the street.
Yep. Right across the street. Okay. And then we left from there, and I went up Moreland Drive because I had to pick up a few things. I was in the store for maybe 5 minutes.
Okay.
Grabbed the milk and some cheese, and I don't remember what else I bought.
Okay. And that's the foodless?
No, priceless.
Priceless. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And then I was like, Hunter, you're not coming to the house. I'm sorry to tell you, but you're going back to your house.
Okay.
And I took him back to his house and dropped him off and left. And Summer was still awake when I left his house.
Okay. Okay.
And Allie did never walk to the truck and try to talk to me.
Okay.
I tried to get her to come over and talk to me, but she wouldn't.
Okay. Where does, from here, when you left here, okay, and you went to Sonic, like you mentioned, what flavors do you buy? Do you remember?
I think I got me and Mom a grape.
Is that your favorite?
Not my mom.
Is that your favorite?
That's my favorite. I don't remember what Mom got. She got, it's like a cool water or something like that.
Okay.
And then Hunter, I think, wanted the blue one, I think.
Okay. Is that the slushie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Slushies. I don't really...
Did you buy food?
Nope.
Just the slushies?
Just the slushies.
Okay. Then what happened?
And then we left from there.
Damn, he's like, girl, what flavor you buy, bitch?
Grabbed my milk, come right back up the door, and he was sitting there playing on TikTok like he always does.
Okay.
I mean, and then for him to sit there and say that he doesn't even make TikToks, I have on my phone personally, I can show you where he's made TikToks.
Okay.
I
hope you've given it to the officials, right?
No, actually, it's still on my phone. I haven't had a chance because I was going to talk to them Tuesday when I went back to town.
Okay.
I got some business I got to take care of.
Got it. Roger that. So from there, you go back to Hunter's house.
I drop him off.
Explain the milk. The picture of...
It was sitting right there beside Summer.
Okay.
Because when I handed it to Hunter in the car, he was on the outside. I said, Hunter, put this on the other side of Summer and just set it over there.
Okay.
And she was wide awake setting up.
Okay.
Like, she didn't go to sleep until after we left town.
Did she change clothes?
Yeah, I changed the clothes because when I have the windows down, it can be 100 degrees. I'll have all the windows up. Roll up the window, mommy, I'm cold. And she not be cold, but I still do it.
Is that part of Summer's
That's just Summer.
Tell me about Summer. I want to know about Summer.
She's a happy little girl.
Okay.
She's the best little girl anybody could imagine. Just like, well, I don't really want to say her name.
Yeah, don't say her name.
But, happy-go-lucky. Nothing ever brings her down, hardly.
Mm-hmm. Today's a tough day for you, I can tell.
Yeah, it's really tough. It's been tough lately.
Tell me about that.
He must have his daughter with him.
Every time I look around, I see her face.
Okay.
I don't know what else I can tell you.
Well, help me understand when you went home. Tell me about those dynamics that day. Take me back to that day. Yeah, on the way home.
On the way home, well, we were just sitting there talking, me and Mom, about everything pretty much. Trees, flowers, rocks. Whatever Mom likes, pretty much we talk about. And I was like, what's Summer doing? She's like, oh, she fell asleep. I was like, oh, how's she sleeping? And when I look back, because I'm driving, and I look back like this, she had her arms up like this, like her daddy sleeps all the time.
Okay.
So I wanted to catch that moment.
Okay.
And it was just things I do.
Right.
And I was like, here, Mom, hurry up, take that picture. And then she accidentally hit the video recorder.
Okay.
Instead of the picture part.
Okay.
So like, did you catch it? She's like, no, I accidentally hit the video part.
That's what you get for handing grandma the camera.
Yeah, well, I was driving though.
Okay.
And I was like, did you put her arm back down? She's like, yeah. I was like, dang. And then she got a picture of her, but by that time her arm was down. But her arm was up most of the time like this.
Right.
And we were like 2 minutes.
Just want to point out her saying, she gave the camera to her mom to take a picture. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I have seen so many people that will take risks with their cell phones while they are driving. That was a responsible mom thing to do. Hand off the camera, let her mother, who's not driving, take the picture. There's little things like this that I keep picking up through.
What is that noise?
Oh, I just realized I missed my daughter's singing lesson.
Oh.
But yeah, I pick up throughout these interviews just little things like that as a mom, we tend to do, just like that little extra precaution or whatever, I've picked up a lot of those throughout these interviews. I just don't get that feeling from her that, she was neglectful or whatever.
Yeah.
Minutes from the house when she took her arm down.
Okay.
And then when we got to the house, we unlocked the gate, went up, and I woke her up. She got up, I unbuckled her, she got out of the car. We went and grabbed the boys from the house to come help us with the groceries.
Yep.
Because I always have them come help us do something.
Who was home when you got home?
My 3 sons.
Okay. And how old's your oldest?
He'll be 13 in September.
Okay. So was he babysitting?
Well, technically they weren't really. They were watching TV and sleeping at the same time.
Okay.
And I was just gonna run out for a second, and we never even planned. I didn't even plan for Hunter to even be with us that day at all.
Got it.
He just called and was like, "You want to come over for a second?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll come over for a second, but I gotta get right back to mom." And that was all it was a quick second thing.
Got it.
13-year-olds are old enough to babysit anyway, so I don't have a problem with that.
And
right,
like,
and, but then that again, they didn't leave Summer home with them.
Yeah, I know. But even if they had, I wouldn't have thought anything wrong with it.
Right, I agree.
I'm like sitting there shaking my head like this, and I was like, I don't care. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. You know, I didn't even think nothing of it. You know what I'm saying? I always take them kids. Every time they call me and ask me, come get me, I always come get them because their mom don't do nothing with them. Okay. She just sits there.
That seems to be the difference between you and Allie. You guys have a difference in terms of what you say you do and what she says she does, right? There's always that. It seems to be a conflict.
Conflict somewhere.
Yeah. So, yeah, go ahead, finish your
But thought. I'm always taking the kids like it was, I want to say like 3-4 months ago, I went over to Allie's and I asked Allie if she wanted to, her and the kids wanted to go up to, I want to call it Ducktown because that's where we're kind of going with Ducktown. And she's like, no, I'm going to sleep, blah, blah, blah. We're like, all right. I was like, well, can I go? And Allie's like, yeah, go ahead. So we took him up to Ducktown with us and stuff and brought him back and everything was fine. I thought we were good friends, but I guess she's trying to get back at me for some reason. I don't know.
Those are reasons that
they're beyond me. Yeah. It blows my mind.
And you know what? That's not for me, right? Let's let the authorities figure that out. You know what I mean?
That's why I didn't really want to do an interview because I'm not trying to fight this, or say something that I say. I'm not in all that game.
I'm here to help find your daughter.
I want to find Summer. I don't even care about anybody else's bullcrap. I want to find my daughter.
I do too. Okay.
All this matters to me.
I totally agree. I totally agree that I'm on that same page.
Sorry, guys.
I don't know why it's doing that. Shouldn't be my internet.
Page with you. All these people, I'm sure, are on the exact same page as well. I think you know that, right? Yeah. So walk me through.
Might just be a bad time right now with internet.
There's nobody to fight over bandwidth.
No, I know, but sometimes the internet's just slow.
I know. I don't know what's going on.
When you got home, you unload the groceries. What exactly is going down there?
Well, I'm like, I bring my kids out, and we all unload the groceries, but we all go to my house first because we sort out my mom's groceries from my house. Okay. We always do. And we did that, and Mom walked back across, and me and Summer were putting groceries away and watching TV on and just chilling with the boys, hanging out, and then we decided to do some laundry because my kids, they got 80 pairs of pants, 80 pairs of pants, each one of them. Okay. So, doing laundry at my house is like
a job, right?
It's a job.
Right. Do you have a bulldozer?
No. Sometimes I wish I did.
Okay. That's okay.
But
doing
laundry and stuff, and kids are all sitting there watching TV, chilling. And I stepped down. I noticed Mom was sitting on the step, and her step is like literally from my doorstep. Okay. I can literally walk over and be right there.
Okay.
And she's like, "What's the problem?" She's like, "We got to get these plants transplanted into bigger pots."
Okay.
We should skip ahead some because it's gonna be a long video. Does this have the house in it?
No, the next one does.
So let's go on to that one. Because we've all heard her story, the story of what happened.
Well, yeah, Chasing Truth did a broadcast also, like saying, she's kept the same story throughout.
Yeah, I agree. But we'll link them down below if you guys want to see the full videos. We just don't want you sitting here watching an 80-minute video.
Right, I have the link down there.
But we do want to show you guys the house.
Welcome, everybody, to the interview room. Thank you so much for being here tonight. We're grateful that you're here and to talk about Summer and to versus just. I'm Chris McDonough.
I'm Chris McDonough. typical Midwestern Indiana, Tennessee type house.
The dogs was such a big issue with the Cash Gernon case, remember?
Yeah.
I'm surprised it hasn't been questioned for this. Why didn't the dogs bark if somebody was there?
Oh, that's been questioned. Somebody left a comment on one of our videos that we did.
Did
they left a huge long book, remember? And in that statement they said, what about the dogs? It's not feasible that someone could get up there without the dogs barking or something. It had to be someone like a family member because the dogs didn't go crazy. So
but you know what?
It's been said.
You hear when you're on the phone with me, sometimes my dogs are going crazy and there's not, it'll be somebody from our house that pulled in the driveway or a next door neighbor, or you know what I mean? Like sometimes our dogs will be barking and there's nothing even there. So
yeah, but their issue is they're saying, why didn't they go off if someone came up to the house?
Yeah, I don't know. And there's a ton of dogs. There is.
Yeah, that's why a lot of things people are questioning is the speculators are saying, well, the dogs didn't bark. It had to be Dawn or Candace.
Yeah, one that's what we had wanted to talk about. One YouTuber in particular that was really
leading the show.
Yeah, cheerleading the speculation community.
And just vicious, hateful things too.
Yes. And now she's not cut out for it, and she's not, she's not saying she's not going to,
stop making videos, but she's just going to take a tiny break, maybe.
Right.
Maybe. And it's like, she's like, oh, I feel bad for the things I said. And I know you might say, why don't you delete all those videos? Well, no, I'm not going to because I own it. I said it. No, you're not going to because you're making money off those videos. And you already made a ton of money off those videos with all the little super chats and all that with everybody while you're spearheading this campaign against these poor parents that can't find their daughter. It's just disgusting.
Right. And I just really wonder if they are not involved at all. Is there going to be an apology at all?
No, they don't care about
they've
that.
put these parents through.
Nope. And they won't take down their videos either because they make money off of them. And even after she made that video saying, oh, I feel so bad for things I said. I just had no idea that lifestyle. I've never seen it before. Da-da-da. But she's still hearting all the comments where people are speculating saying, oh, she said something about I threw the phone in the truck. Well, Don's the only one with the truck, so he had to be home. Stuff like that. She's still hearting all that stuff. So you don't feel that bad.
Right.
It's just disgusting. It literally disgusts me.
It's not the only case she's done this on either.
Right. Yeah, she's done it on multiples.
Hey.
For anybody just coming in, we're watching the interview where he's going to view Summer Wells' home with Candace Wells.
You know, I have much more respect for what you're telling me by standing here, and I got my little camera here. So, but I'm looking at this terrain, and I'm going,
that terrain is insane.
She could have even. There's a million possibilities here down there, and there's the road down there.
Yeah, that's my mom's house.
Okay.
Man,
and this right here.
Usually you can see the road because they went through here and mowed and took down a bunch of stuff away from the power line.
Okay.
But usually it's full up. You can't even see the road.
That day, though, how was it? Was it full up?
They
or was
actually,
it like
that day and a few days prior to that, they were working on this.
Okay.
So I've even come to a conclusion maybe one of them people have snatched it.
Oh, interesting.
Because they were all the way up here.
Yeah, I see those, the path down there. I see the tracks down there.
Yep.
You over there.
And they were all the way up here to my light pole.
Okay. And you told TBI all this, right?
I told TBI this, yes.
Okay. Okay. And yeah, I can see the cars going by. That is not far from your property. Is there a holler down there? I mean, is there a river of some sort?
The creek runs all the way around the property.
And how deep is the creek? Okay, just so it's like an inch or two. Okay.
You'd be lucky to get wet enough to do anything.
Okay.
That's like the Rio Grande. Everyone thinks
let's pick it up from where, and I'm going to just use this little one. Is that okay? Okay. So from where, when you got home, now she's leaning.
My mom's truck parks here.
Okay, your mom's truck's right here.
Yes.
Okay, so she's leaning against the milk. Is she sleeping?
She was sleeping. Yes.
Okay. From exhaustion from that day.
She was. Where I woke her up early and she usually sleeps till 9, 10, even 12 o'clock if I let her.
Okay. How did the milk bottles get rearranged? Hunter said he had him on the floor and then he put him next to him.
They weren't.
Is that
No.
okay? So walk me through that.
When we dropped him off, they were actually still on his lap.
Okay.
And he put him on the other side of Summer.
Okay. So he reached over.
Yeah, he set him over there by that. What's a black tote she had in there?
Okay. Was there? Where's that tote at?
I think actually my mom's got it still in her truck.
I'm gonna fast forward this to the house.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm teasing. You. The dog's going to attack me. So this is the scaffolding you're talking
he's
about.
close and they're not barking.
Okay, so she comes up, jumps up, and goes right in.
I mean, I know they were earlier,
Okay.
but
How many cats?
that doesn't
You
mean
know what?
they
You should
go
have
all
like a
the
zoo
time.
license. You know,
A
I'm
zoo
seeing all
license.
kinds of critters, which is good. Okay, where's Summer's bed?
Oh, it's in the basement.
Got it. Okay. So what happens when she comes in? The boys are playing where?
No,
She's got little kittens and everything.
Okay.
And they're actually sitting right here at the table.
He makes a
Okay,
comment
so they're at the
about
table.
cats.
Watching TV. Okay.
They were all locked in. Nobody could get in. Nobody could get out. Kind of
Okay.
thing.
Now who's this on up here?
That's my little sister that's missing.
Oh, that's Rose.
That's Rose.
Oh, wow. Wow. And who's the guy?
That's her ex-husband.
Wow. Do you think he had anything to do with that?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, we don't want to go there.
Can't say.
How's your mom deal with that?
It's difficult.
Yeah, I know. You know, I know, right?
That's what
So,
I wonder if that's
watch
what
the TV.
Aphrodite
Where's
was
Summer?
picking up on when he
She was
said
with me.
that
Okay, so
there's
walk me through
something
that.
else related.
All right. Well, we walked up in here and we got Joe.
Yeah. Chris lost a child as well.
Yeah, that's what I was saying because she said I don't want to say her name,
Yeah.
and he said, yeah, don't say her name. I don't think he wants it brought up
Right.
at
You
all.
put the groceries down, right?
Yeah. Well, we went back out and then we brought the groceries in, put them down.
I don't think he tells everybody.
Took her stuff to her house, put her stuff away.
Okay.
And then, of course, me and Summer went back over, put our stuff away.
Okay. You went back in.
Yeah, me and Summer went back in the house. And then then I said, well, Mom, I got to go back over with the kids. And that's when I come back up into the house
Okay.
with the boys.
Okay. You walked into the house.
So I walked into here. Yeah. I walked in here and them three were sitting right here in front with their eyes glued to the TV, like always. And I said, boys, where's your sister at? Well, she just went downstairs, Mom, to play. So I went over here like this. So this is where the stairs are.
Okay.
It's actually
Toilet paper.
down under there.
Man.
Oh, down into her
Down into
bedroom.
our bedroom, and then hers is on the other side.
Oh, okay, in the basement.
Yeah, in the basement.
Well, this makes sense now. See?
And then I yelled, I said, Summer. And she didn't. I listened to her, I didn't hear
Wow.
nothing. So I went like this. This is how I would get down here.
Yep.
I don't know if you want to know or not.
Do I got to be tiny to get
I
in there?
want to know
Can
why.
we come in from the
why
other
it's
side?
like
Oh,
that.
it would make more sense if you went this way.
Okay, I'll follow you.
What?
I'm wondering why there's a little like cubby over the top of it like that.
Oh man.
Get down there.
Where you
No,
going?
my 6 foot husband can fit down here. You can.
Huh?
My husband's 6 foot. I know if he can fit, you can.
This. Oh my gosh. Way to go.
This is my husband's room.
Okay,
And over here, well, it's a method room.
that's all right.
But this is where Summer and little Waylon was. Because Waylon's only 9.
Okay.
And they stayed down here. And these are all her toys, all her Paw Patrols,
All her movies. She's got a
So
movie
this
about
her
the
bedroom.
The
soldiers,
boys I brought back
Sleeps
down
in
here
here
after
every
she went
night,
missing because I
and
didn't want them
anybody
upstairs
that
by
knows it
themselves.
probably knows that.
and this is all her toys.
And all her toys, all these toys that are down here are dang near all her, except for like the trucks and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and the game system. That's the boys'.
Okay.
But them are all her toys.
And she's really into Paw Patrol. I see
Yeah,
that.
I've been collecting from day one. And these are all her little ponies that we've bought. And then these are them girls that she likes. Them new fashion, I don't know what they are, little princesses or whatever. She's like all kinds of, here's one of them bracelets.
Oh, that's just one of them. What do they call these? Oh, this is little pony bracelets.
Yeah, I don't know what they were really called, but she liked them. And so I just, every time I go to the garage sale, I'd buy her what she wanted.
Okay.
You know, when I got a little bit of money, I spend it on the kids.
Yeah, this is her. This is. I understand her now.
Yeah.
Even better. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is really important.
But yeah, I come down and I searched. I looked up underneath the beds under there. We can't really get them. I can't get them.
Yeah, yeah.
But I looked under there, looked under every blanket I could possibly look under.
Yep.
And then I come over here and I looked on one side and stand nowhere. And I don't recall if this was locked or not. I don't
Okay.
recall that.
Okay.
But I know, it's hard on. But I know I did come out there and I said, Summer, because sometimes she'll sit right here and just sit here and play just for, you know. And usually when she comes out and she goes directly that way up to the swing.
Okay, so this is like her.
Yeah, she
Where
just
she
walks-
come running out.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you can see the
she'll
path
just go
here.
right to the swing.
Right, you can see where she could have run right up to
And this
here.
is all the further she would go. She wouldn't leave.
Okay.
She wouldn't go nowhere else.
Okay. I want to go around this side. What is this blue thing here?
Oh, that was we were putting trash in it.
Okay.
And we did have a trash man at the time, but he stopped running.
Oh wow.
I gotta lock this.
Okay, I'm going to film around this side. Now walk me through. What's this little
Oh, that right there?
little cave thing there?
That's not really a cave. Actually, we built this addition, me and Donnie and the kids,
Oh, okay.
and we left this part open because the dog, at the time we did have little puppies. These dogs were little puppies,
Uh-huh.
and we let them go under there. They would run in and out of the bricks over there. There's actually 7 pups up under there now.
Okay.
And it's always been open like that.
See, now people are like, "Oh, this is deplorable conditions." No, this is just how some people have to live.
Right.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's what they do.
And,
I've been in
Poor.
many houses this way, especially when I
Right.
was working with autistic kids.
Yeah. And poor, just because you're poor or unkempt does not mean that you are a murderer or an
Right.
abductor
Yeah, it doesn't
or,
mean you're a bad person.
right.
they're kind of a Jack Russell. They got a little Jack Russell.
Jack Russell, yeah. Actually, the gentleman that lives over there in the other trailer across the creek actually has the mama to that dog there.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Look at the terrain, man.
Now, what's this little shed over here?
Oh, that one there?
Yeah.
That's where Donnie keeps all his tools.
Got it. Hey, can I go look?
You
No.
can go look, but it doesn't matter.
No. Okay.
I
Yeah,
know,
it's okay. Okay,
like
that's
a
fine.
lot of times,
Yeah, no,
too,
no worries. I don't want to get it.
first of all, like in the country, this is more normal than, in town. But I'll tell you what, country kids are so happy with so little. Like they,
Yeah,
they
because they have
learn
the
to
whole
use,
outside.
yeah, and so they learn to use their imaginations more and, come up with things to do and things like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Get in.
I don't want to get hurt.
Well, and you know what? I don't want other people to.
I don't want my kids in there either.
Yeah, no
It's just
problem.
not a place for
I totally respect that. That's not an issue. But I think this is interesting because this is, you can really clearly see where she runs on this path.
Yeah, you can
Down
see where
here.
she's worn it down.
It's not the prettiest house in the world, but
Huh?
I said it's not the most beautiful house in the world.
You know what? It's a house.
It's a
You know what?
It's a house you own, girl. You know, people don't own their own home.
God forbid, anybody judge you for having a bad house. I mean, it is what it is. At least you're putting food on the table and
Clothes on
trying to
their
do your best. I saw.
And then Allie says that she bought
And then this is over here. That's where you do your fire for the kids.
that heat stuff.
Is that an old generator?
Yeah.
Does it work? No, did it at some point?
It worked like over 14, 15 years ago, way before I was here.
Old school bus, you can turn that into a camper?
That was my mom's plan. I literally actually rode that bus when I was a little kid.
Whenever I see a school bus, I always ask that question.
I did.
Okay, tell me about it.
Me and my mom and Summer and the two boys, not Josie, he went north, but Wyatt and Waylon rode up to north.
Do they
to
show
get
any
that
more
from
in
my
the
mom's
house?
friend's
I
And I drove
don't
her truck
know,
and she drove the school bus back.
That's awesome.
because the school
This is
bus
rough.
doesn't have anything. Oh,
Then there's this guy right here. Then this is Casey on the case.
It's Chase.
Okay, I love it.
Got Chase on the case and you got Rebel on the double.
And you have, obviously,
Rub
somebody
on
made
the
you a
top.
cool shirt. I want to show everybody that shirt again. That Mom on Patrol for summer.
That's really cool.
Wow. And this is that road down behind the property.
It's a road.
Right
Yeah,
there you can see.
that's what he was saying. The road's not as far away as everybody was
So,
making it seem.
Miss
Like it would
Candace,
be this huge
when I'm-
truck
while
for
I'm
them
out
to
here,
come for someone to
is there
come and take her.
anything that
When
you feel
no, it's not
is
that far
important
away.
that you'd want to tell the world that
It might
I
look
haven't
that way on
asked
a
you?
map, but it's
that
not when you're actually there.
You want to let them know.
Not really, just hope that everybody that's looking for her, that we can find her and bring her home safely.
Okay.
She was very precious to me.
And the authorities are working hard on this.
Yes, from what I understand, yes.
Okay. And, we're going to let them do their job,
Yes, sir.
right?
That's right.
And you're cooperating, obviously.
Yep,
Okay.
100%.
Okay. And now there is a rumor about these polygraph tests. Clear that up.
All right, the first one that I took, and I didn't really take it because they kind of threw me in the back of the squad car, so I was really upset and, just I was crying my eyes out.
Okay.
And so when I got up there to the courthouse, we tried to do it, but I couldn't do it.
Okay.
So we waited a few days, and then I went back and I did it, and I passed it.
Okay.
So that was that.
Okay. And then what about the rumors of this relationship situation with Hunter?
Are you crazy? I got a husband and 4 kids
Okay.
that I love to death.
Okay. Okay.
To me, Hunter was another one of my
Oh
kids.
man,
Okay.
I didn't notice their teeth.
That's how I felt about any kid.
Now, when I was on the phone with you yesterday briefly, you said he got the story out of order.
Yeah.
Okay. But it sounded like he was kind of telling the truth there.
He was kind of telling the truth, but the way he was telling where we went and how we did it was all twisted up and around.
What's different that you want to clear up?
Well, because when we left from the emergency room, we went straight to the smoke shop, and that's when I got that cigarettes and stuff like that there. And then we stopped at the hippie house, and I got those cheap vapes because they're cheap there. And then we went and put my mom's prescription in, and then we went to Warriors. And then we come back to Walgreens, got mom's prescription, went to Sonic, then to Prices, then to his house.
Okay.
And that's exactly
that's the
that
order. Okay. So he had it different from what you remember.
Right.
Okay.
He was sitting in the back of the kids, so that's understandable.
Because you're driving. Yeah, you're driving.
I knew where I was going.
Okay. And what about, he said that he asked you for the tea and that you gave him a tea.
He didn't ask me for nothing.
Okay,
She asked me for a Mountain Dew.
Okay.
I got him a Mountain Dew.
Okay, where did the Orange Crush come from on the seat with Summer?
That was my mom. She was drinking that and didn't want more.
And what about the candy on the seat?
Okay. Oh, that candy's been in there.
Okay. And what about the pillow?
The pillow, what pillow?
Oh, she's sitting on a pillow.
Oh, mom gets mad because the kids get in their wet bathing suit and stuff. So I just put the pillow underneath it so mom wasn't complaining.
Got it. Okay. Good. So there is a time frame here between this trailer and that house within, you said 2 to 10 minutes maybe.
No, 2 to 5.
2 to 5. And then she goes in and now she's gone. What do you think happened?
How close that trailer is.
Yeah, I know.
Where would a suspect have been, in your opinion, in this area?
And the boys were
area?
inside.
They could have been sitting anywhere. They could have been sitting over here, just off the little edge right here, or where the bus is, that little bushy area right there. They could have been sitting
right out here.
Yeah.
Okay, come show me. That's all right.
And I just recently found out.
I just want to point out, their youngest after Summer is 9. In order for those 3 kids to hold up the same story,
Oh yeah.
I mean, you're not going to get 3 kids to cover a lie, like
No.
people are insinuating.
That there was I guess he's a child molester.
Okay.
That lived like literally
I
8
think they
minutes from
showed
my house.
everything. Now
You
he's
can
just
literally
having
walk
her go through
from his
her
house
story
into my
again.
house within 8 minutes.
Okay.
And like
She, pulled over, got out of the car, walked over to the gate. I, observed quickly that the gate was, a large chain. She unlocked the chain and then threw it into the woods. But almost immediately, 5 or 6 dogs came out of the woods right at, at the truck that I was, that I have. And as, she took off up the hill. And when you get up to the top of or as you're going up that hill, there's just, ruts and just tons of ruts. And what happens is when it rains, it washes all that gravel down. And so, that road, quite frankly, is absolutely atrocious. So as you get up, you have to turn to the right, and then it takes you around by the side of the basement there that would be to your left. And as you come up, and when I got up to the top of the hill, there were, a lot of other dogs up there. I think there was a total of about 13 dogs. And Candace shared with me that there are, a lot of people that just let their dogs loose. And I think what's happening is they're starting to potentially congregate right there up on that hill. That said, so a couple of interesting observations. And again,
So they're not
it is
even all
not,
her dogs.
my responsibility, nor should it be, to interrogate, Candace. This is a fluid law enforcement investigation.
Nor is it the YouTube community's job.
Yeah, the YouTube community has been horrible to this
Mm-hmm.
poor family. They've been vicious, ruthless, just making up story after story because that's what people want, so they watch it. So they're like, oh, well, these are getting the best views. Why don't we just keep doing them?
Hence the title of our video today, guys. Just let the woman worry about her kids and getting her, kids back.
Yeah, and her kids being taken away has nothing to do with Summer for anyone that wants to think it does. Nothing to do with Summer at all.
It didn't even have anything to do with Candace.
No, someone had spread a rumor about Don saying that he had done something and taken her, and it pissed him off, so he drank and got mad, and that his actions led to the kids being taken away. But he knows now, what he did and all that stuff, but they will be returned. It's just they have to go through the whole CPS process now because of that. But it has nothing to do with because Summer was taken or because they're unfit or whatever.
Right. I do like hearing his kind of take.
I wanted to give her a safe place to speak and to talk. And, are there some discrepancies? Of course. I think some of those can be explained by, the area that we're in, rural Tennessee. I think, she, corrects herself quickly. Some of that can be related to, her street smarts and, her background, et cetera. But simultaneously, some of the things she was saying, gave me the impression that too, there's definitely more to the story. So then I had to step back, personally, being objective and not, saying this or that, because I don't know. TBI knows, FBI may know, but, I just don't fly off the handle and say stuff like that, right? We let the facts fall into place. And once they fall into place, then we'll all know.
However, some
You guys can
observations.
watch this whole video too. We'll leave it linked
As we
down
got
below.
around, and my aha moment for that situation was when I asked if I could, look into the shed. Now, Don was not home. He was supposed to be.
Now, I don't think we showed that part. I think that must have been where we fast forwarded. There was like a little shed, and he asked.
Oh no,
what that-
yeah, she said no. She said she don't even let
Yeah,
her go in there.
yeah. I
Yeah, we
didn't
saw that.
remember that part showing it.
Yeah, it did.
At work, but I just had a sinking feeling that he potentially could have been around the area. I don't know that for sure, but when I looked over at the shed and I saw that door open, one has to wonder, right? But hopefully I'll get an opportunity to talk to him and ask him, and then we'll know for sure.
Now, Chris is a retired detective, and he worked on like hundreds of murder cases and blah, 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 blah. So I feel like too, that's just going to be natural for him to notice every little thing and kind of break it down with a fine tooth comb. You know what I mean? Because he's used to, looking for clues.
Yeah, I recommend you guys go over and watch his videos.
Yeah,
They're
he's
just
good.
Yeah, and they're just entirely too long to show you guys all of them though.
Right.
But yeah, they're so good.
But I think that's where we'll leave off for now.
But
the
yeah,
rest
you
the
guys,
rest is just like his interpretation and things of things that happened. Go ahead and watch the rest of that if you will. The links are all down in our description.
and honestly, if you guys want the speculation to stop, the best advice I can give is to not watch their videos. If they're not getting views, they'll stop making them.
Right, exactly.
So that's the best advice I can give.
Leave us a comment down below what you think about the Candace interview. Do you feel the same? Do you feel different about her now? Did it change your mind about any of the facts of the case? Let us know down below. And subscribe, hit the bell, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down, however you feel.
Yeah.
And we will see you on our next video, guys.
You guys have a great night.
Thanks. Take care.
Bye.